right, welcome everybody to another Game Changers. Very excited to have you. We've got a special guest, Marcia Hotchkiss, and she's going to share some pretty awesome things that are happening. And of course, we have Plenty Dinifer, the CMO for OnCourt OffCourt. Thank you, ladies, for joining today.
Yeah, thanks so much, Billy, as always, for being the amazing host of our Game Changers webinar. And I'm, super excited and honored that Marcia is able to join us. This is actually our inaugural. I think we haven't even exactly finalized on our name, so this is how these go. We're very organic, but it's basically our inaugural grassroots Game Changers segment. As many of you know who are watching this, at OnCourt OffCourt, we've always, since our inception 30 years ago, we've always prided ourselves on supporting grassroots communities through product donations, among other things. And that is the absolute favorite part of my job. Like, if people reach out and say they have a cool event and they're a nonprofit, and it's like, I love being able to say yes to that. Like, I feel like and have that personal connection and feel like this is a way that, I'm indirectly able to benefit different and support different communities. So welcome Marcia. And Marcia is the co-founder and program director of the Abbey On Lovers Lane, and they are hosting an upcoming pickleball. It's called a friend raiser, which I love that wording. And by the time anyone that's viewing this, they might view it after this has happened. I'm sure they're going to have many ongoing. I was looking at Marcia's website earlier and just so impressed by all the beautiful offerings. And spirituality is a really important part of Billy and my life as well. So just feel like this is really special. And just thought we'd kick it off by Marcia. Do you mind just sharing a little bit about the Abbey on Lovers Lane and your mission and what you do, and maybe a little bit about the pickleball, fundraiser and how we got connected?
Okay, sure. Thank you. Well, the Abbey on Lovers Lane is just actually it's a house, a small house, and it's just a space where people can go and do prayer, reflection, spiritual direction, just a way that we say that people can slow down to catch up to God's speed. We have generally about a third of the people who come have no church affiliation, and that goes right where the statistics show that that a third of people across the board, across demographics, age, race, etc., would identify as spiritual but not religious. So that gets us to the pickleball tournament. And we called it a friend raiser because we do want to raise money, but we also want to raise awareness of what we do at the Abbey. And honestly, my husband Tom and I have been playing pickleball since right before the pandemic. I'll tell you, for us, it was a godsend. It was because it was outside and we could actually be with people. Dallas last year hosted the National Pickleball Championships. So it's a really hot sport here. There are lots of facilities popping up, and we thought this would be a good way to make money, but also invite people who wouldn't necessarily see themselves going to a spiritual place to find out about the Abbey. Mm-hmm. So that's why we called it a friend raiser, because it's to make our mission known, but also obviously to raise money.
That's awesome.
I love that. I mean, that's, and just, I feel like seeing that intersection of, sports and pickleball is, it's such a fun sport I feel like it's so accessible to anyone you can pretty much just pick up a paddle and, you could do like a, clinic or play with friends and get playing within like an hour or two. You can't do that with too many sports. so that's really special, and there's just so much community spirit. And then that you're having that intersection of community, spirituality, and fun, sports, pickleball. That's amazing. And we're really honored to support. Like I was, when I saw your message reaching out about that, and especially that it's as many people know, OnCourt OffCourt, we were founded, and our office is in Dallas, so it's just that it's right in our local community is just a natural thing. So we were really happy to donate some raffle prizes, and just excited to hear how the event's gonna go.
So, Marcia, I have a question for you. So, you personally, what's your personal experience with pickleball? Like, do you play often? What's kind of, I know you said that you started kind of before the pandemic, but what's it look like in your life, these days?
Well, actually, we're fortunate. We live right down the street from the place we play pickleball, and modern technology, GroupMe helps. And usually I play 3 to 4 times a week. Awesome. And like Kalindi's saying, it is really accessible. You can pick it up and play and have fun. And I think much sooner than other sports, lifetime sports like golf or tennis. And it's just really inviting to new people to learn and to participate and have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Is there a few over at the Abbey? Are there a few pickleball players?
There are. And in fact, not only it's in another part of town, our Abbey, it's over near SMU, Southern Methodist University. But the fact that we have the Abbey over there has gotten us invited to play in University Park. So wow. We've kind of gotten this whole new community of people to play with. And so, what we're seeing right now, as you know, it gets really hot in Texas, but people are not just playing one place. A lot of times people are playing outdoors. There's some indoor new places. And so, you can meet people lots of different ways.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I was just going to say, tell us about the friend-raiser. So is it like a tournament, or what's the structure of the event? How is that working?
Well, it is a fundraiser, but it is competitive. We'll have 3 different, I guess, levels would be what you would say, beginner, intermediate, and championship. And we will have, a winner in each level, and then a runner-up in each level. And so this is our first foray into a pickleball tournament. But what I ended up doing is just writing people like Kalindi and asking them if they would donate things that we could either use in gift bags or like for raffles or for prizes. And of course, OnCourt OffCourt was just so gracious to us and donated these kids' ladders, and then also these things that help you with your forehand. Linda, you might need to help me with the name of it, but there are 2 different things that help you keep your arm right for your forehand. Maybe you could help me with the name.
Yeah, I think it was the forehand fixer, I think that was the one, right? Or the magnet.
Yeah, well, there was 2.
We'll have to now. I know. I feel like it was a little bit ago that you reached out and had some colleagues involved in the, helping you with your order. So I'm like, I remember the kids ladder. We really put the organic into these discussions as I'm,
Right.
I think it was it was definitely a training aid for it. It was either the magnet master or maybe the wrist racket. And the kids ladder is it's awesome because it's a non-slip material, so it's really fun and people can practice agility drills and all kinds of things. So it's really great. And I'm curious also, how did you hear about us?
Well, honestly, what I did was I went on Pickleball Central and looked at all the brands that they represented and just sent an email to every brand. And some we heard back from eventually, some we didn't hear back from. And actually OnCourt OffCourt, I think you wrote me right back and said, yes, we'd love to help. So we really appreciate that.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a really smart strategy. Yeah, Pickleball Central is they're one of our top partners. They have been for many years. You know, we manufacture around 200 of our own products, and then they're one of our like top pickleball, you know, distributor partners. So that's really great. And I mean, I personally, and I feel like our company, like we pride ourselves on, like, I don't know who originally said this, but like the quote that's always like been in my mind, that my dad, you know, taught me. Actually, he's the one that founded the company of like, and I think he heard it from a mentor, and who knows who that person got it from, but to be responsible means to respond. So, you know, I always feel like I can't really imagine, like, and you know, and I've been on the opposite side where I've been, you know, the reaching out person, and you know, many times you hear back, and it always makes me, I know it's nothing personal, it's just business, but it always makes me a little sad because I'm like, I always respond to people.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I super value that, even, you know, from your communication of also then when, you know, we came around on the other side and I was asking, hey, would you like to be on our, you know, on our segment? So, you know, your responsiveness meant a lot, because it's, you know, we're trying out this new thing of connecting more, you know, online through our Game Changers webinars and with our grassroots community, which has always been a really important part to us. So yeah, definitely looking forward to, you know, being in connection and community, and being a support whenever we can for hopefully many years to come. So.
And so, Marcia, the event, so we're recording this on September 5th, and the event is Friday, September 13th.
Yes.
When is registration open until?
Well, it's actually open right now, but you would need to go to our website, which is www.abbeyonlovers.org. And then if you would go to the events calendar and look at September 13th, you would see the pickleball tournament friends raiser right there, and you could just click on it there.
And when can people sign up until, like, when does registration close?
It probably won't close until Thursday the 12th. Okay,
so we got a week. Yep. So we'll make sure this video gets out there soon and everybody get a chance to see it, and they can head over to the website, which again is abbeyonlovers.org. And yeah, right on the homepage, there's the link there to register. So we'll make sure we get links and all that stuff in wherever we share this, and hopefully get some more people to sign up for your tournament.
Yeah.
Thank you, Billy.
Absolutely. And also after the fact, if at the event, if you take any, you know, pictures or videos for social media, you know, just in general, or with any of our products, we're happy to, you know, share and promote. And, you know, maybe we have a newsletter, pickleball newsletter that we put out, and would be happy to include like a little blurb about, you know, what you guys are doing and your mission, and just, you know, spreading that awareness more.
Well, thank you for that. We actually have two different people who are going to take pictures for us. And one was, he's retired from the news business and takes wonderful pictures. So I will plan on sending you some for sure.
Amazing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we love what you're doing, and we, again, appreciate you taking a few minutes to share. And, you know, it's just another, you know, somebody who gets to work a lot with OnCourt OffCourt. I love, you know, Kalindi and Joe's dedication to supporting grassroots organizations. And it's awesome to see something like this where you're personally, you know, love the sport, and there's a good connection between the good that you're doing, the sport, and like, it's just a really beautiful way to come together. And so, Marcia, I really appreciate your time. Kalindi, again, thanks for your time. And we'll make sure we get this video out. If you're watching this video, make sure you go to abbeyonlovers.org. There'll be a link wherever you're seeing this video, and go register, go have some fun, go play some pickleball with Marcia and friends. So, Marcia, we thank you very much for spending the time with us today.
And thank you both, and especially thank you to OnCourt OffCourt. We really appreciate your support.
Well, thanks so much for coming on, Marcia and Billy. Thanks as always for being the amazing host, and also making sure that the video is then recorded, edited, shared, all the scary technological things. So
we'll get it up there. No problem. No problem. Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for watching another Game Changers. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.